It's a beautiful day in San Antonio, and today I'm outside the San Antonio Zoo. The zoo is actually over here. The entrance is under construction, but the zoo is still open. The zoo is open 365 days a year because if they have to feed the animals anyway, you might as well take in some money from guests. There used to be a sky ride along St. Mary Street here in Brackenridge Park, and I believe this little plaza here is where the machinery that ran the sky ride was, or it was right back there. I can't remember which. There are more cars out here today than I would have liked, so we're going to kind of stand back here and look at the gate. I did a little research into the gate, can't figure out what the gate's from, so we're just going to kind of go, hey look, there's a gate, and move on with our lives. Okay. We're going to go south on St. Mary's here. St. Mary's goes to downtown, but I need to redrive it. But I believe it kind of peters out, where it kind of merges with I-10? No. 281. US 281. And then it separates out again out here, I guess. We are not going to go all the way downtown on St. Mary Street. We will eventually go all the way downtown on the Riverwalk, though. Along here, there's some picnic tables, as you can see. There's these real pretty buildings. These real pretty buildings are actually bathrooms, restrooms, technically. I can just hear my mother's ghost telling me, nobody goes to the bathroom, nobody takes baths, and they're the restrooms. So, we're going to look at this little hill here, and then we're going to reconvene on the other side of the restrooms. Now, as I mentioned, losing my grip. As I mentioned in my first video on Brackenridge Park, the zoo was originally the quarry for the Alamo Portland Cement Company. And here at just a little bit down St. Mary Street, we have the actual cement company itself. It didn't used to be this fancy, of course. I don't think when people were coming to work making cement here in the late 1800s, they had this grand entrance. I think it was probably just, a sidewalk. A lot of the stuff built here in the park was built by the Works Progress Administration, the Civilian Conservation Corps, and things like that from the New Deal. So here we have, I believe this was the office, or it's an office now, I'm not. And this is the kiln where they made the actual cement. If you look up, you can see the chimney from the. And we're going to pause for a second because somebody's taking pictures. Okay, so this is the other half of the kiln. And here we have the interpretive signage. Near the site in 1879, Englishman William Lloyd discovered a blue argillaceous limestone believed to be a natural cement rock. Analysis by San Antonio druggist and chemist George W. Koehler confirmed the rock contained proper proportions of lime and clay to produce Portland cement. Lloyd and Koehler, along with other investors organized the Alamo, Portland and Roman Cement Company, which was chartered in January 1880. This first Portland cement plant the first Portland cement west of the Mississippi. Began with one intermittent pot kiln. A second kiln was added in 1881 when the company name was changed to Alamo Cement Company. The tall stack chauffeur type kiln was added in 1889. Cement from this plant was used in the construction of the state capitol and the Driscoll Hotel in Austin. Through the vision and leadership of Portland cement pioneers Lloyd, Koehler, and Charles Baumberger, who succeeded to the presidency following Koehler's death in 1897, the company flourished. In 1908, the plant relocated to a site known as Cementville near Alamo Heights. The original quarry became the Japanese Sunken Gardens in Brackenridge Park. The kiln area was designated as Baumberger Plaza in 1944. So here's some more buildings of it. You can see another building there in the background. We're going to go visit that one in a minute. I mentioned what was his name? If you ever decide to start a drinking game related to my YouTube channel, my vote is for whenever I forget the words that I'm looking for, take a drink. Y'all be plastered in no time. Lambert. Lambert decided that he wanted to make this into a profit center, and he started a sort of little fake Mexican village selling like little tchotchkes and crafts and things like that. So I'm going to pause while we go back past the park, past the factory, and we will reconvene on the other side. And here's the interpretive signage on the Mexican village. I'm not going to try to read the whole thing because I'm trying to read it through my phone. Oh, 1920. In 1920, City Parks Commissioner Ray Lambert approved the building of the Mexican village where the Aguilar, Rangel, and Pozos families lived in the 20th century. The stone buildings with thatched roofs were constructed near the base of the Alamo Cement Company stone kiln and east of the Japanese tea garden. According to Aguilar family oral history, Lambert published an advertisement looking for artisans to occupy the village and produce handcrafted goods. Anita and Basilio Aguilar and their children emigrated from Monterrey, Nuevo Leon, Mexico in 1919. The Aguilars were the first to move into the village in 1920. While there, the family interacted frequently with the Kimi Aizo, 1881, and the Miyoshi Jingu, Japanese immigrants who lived at the tea garden until 1942. The families who resided in the village produced a variety of different crafts inspired by their Mexican heritage, including plaster and clay items, cane work, and crocheted clothing. In addition, the family served Mexican foods to visitors in a straw-roofed pavilion. Basilio Aguilar played an important role in Mexican-American art in San Antonio, influenced by Dionisio Rodriguez, a prominent Mexican sculptor. Basilio Aguilar created many pieces of art in the style known as trabajo rústico, rustic work. The technique used shaped rebar forms, the hardware, cloth, and concrete to create sculptures with natural textures of wood and rocks. The Mexican village highlights the incredible influence of Mexican culture on San Antonio's history and art, as well as connections between the Mexican, Japanese, and American cultures in the early 20th century in Texas.